Hi, I'm Eric Radman. I'm here in Pioneer Park on 68th across from Starbucks. And it's a beautiful day right after Christmas, December 26th. I'm making this video because I want to make a case that Mercer Island should reconsider banning fireworks. As you know, we're one of the only and one of the few cities in the King County that do allow fireworks. And Renton, Issaquah, Seattle, Bellevue, all of them don't. Mercer Island does. So I think there's a reason why most cities don't allow it. But I want to make a case on why I think Mercer Island should reconsider. As you know, and at least in my mind, there are two ways in which this community could be devastated. One is earthquake, and the other is fire. And I know that the city allows what are called safe and sane fireworks, but a lot of us can argue that there's no such thing as safe and sane. And we've been lucky so far and not have any problems with fireworks from a fire standpoint or from a serious injury standpoint. Although one city council member has had her daughter injured slightly. In any case, there are several reasons why I think we should consider banning them or seriously limiting fireworks on the island. Now, I know this past summer, many of you have been aware of the smoke that we've had around the area here. It was smoky because of the fires in Canada, but then it cleared up, and then the next week it was smoky again. That fire, the Eagle Creek fire, was one of the largest fires in the United States. It was 40 miles east of Portland, and it was caused by a 15-year-old kid lighting fireworks. It caused a major wildfire, and the smoke up here was pretty terrible. Now, some of you said that we've never had a major problem with fire in the past, so why ban it? Well, I would say to you is, that's what the people of Santa Rosa thought. Could never happen to us, but it did. And Ventura County, look what's going on in Southern California. Who would have thought that Skirball Center or the Getty Museum could be devastated by fire? They were close, but they were protected. Fires could happen, especially if you got a fire up in the canopies here. Look at the Pioneer Park. I would challenge the fire department to come up with a plan on how they're going to stop a major fire if the fires got in these canopies here, and if we had a little bit of a wind. Fortunately, we haven't had wind on July 4th. Very, very few times have we had any significant wind on July 4th, but it could happen. Our climate is changing. It's getting hotter, and there's no reason in my mind, and I think a lot of people's mind here, that we should be allow people to explode fireworks. One of the big issues is, in my mind, with fireworks are the sparklers. Now, these sparklers burn very, very hot, and it doesn't take a vivid imagination to think of a 15-year-old kid, putting a couple sparklers together, wrapping them up, and throwing them up in the canopies here. That would cause a major fire. It could cause a major fire. And it would be devastating to this community if we did have such a large fire. Now, I know some of you think that, well, if we don't sell safe and sane fireworks on Mercer Island, people will just bring them anyway. Or people will bring dangerous fireworks anyway. We'll buy dangerous fireworks and not the safe and sane kind. I get that. I understand that. But I think we can do better than that. I think we can educate our community, let them know the risk of fire, because we have all seen what fire can do to our neighbors in the South, and especially in California. So I think with a little education and a little forethought, we can educate this community to let them know that fireworks are no longer acceptable. So I would encourage the City Council to reconsider its position on fireworks. At the very least, we should reconsider the use of sparklers, which burn very, very hot. Now, I know one of the issues is keeping the Kiwanis Club whole, and I think that's a fair, valid issue. I applaud what they do with their money that they collect, raising what they collect from fireworks. But however, it's time for them to reconsider another alternative to fireworks. So I hope you will join me in reconsidering a ban on fireworks. Let's try to keep the entire community safe, fire-free, injury-free, and let's hope that we don't have a major fire here on Mercer Island. One of the things I would also ask is to challenge the fire department on what they would do if there was a major fire on July 4th. Got up in the hills and on East Mercer Way or West Mercer Way. How would you contain that? That would be very problematic because a lot of the roads there are very windy, very narrow, very difficult to get to. So we don't have a lot of resources here on Mercer Island, but I think we can band together maybe with some of the other cities and figure out a plan on what to do if there's a major fire in any of the localities around here. So thank you for your consideration. I appreciate that, and I'll hope to talk to each and every one of you about this in the near future. Thank you.